Hi, this is Nathalie from LineDotArrow from the Netherlands, and I'm here with the second part of creating an altered book. I did a request in the Facebook group asking what you would like to see me create, and most of you voted for an altered book. In the previous video I told you the things I usually check before I start ripping out pages in a book, and we did some ripping of the pages. I took out, I think it was 107 pages. There are still a lot of pages in, as you can see over here. This is still a lot, so maybe they will be ripped out too, a few of them. I don't know yet. And we will see. I said I was going to work on the cover, and I want to use one of these images. I think I'm going for this one, although I like this one very much too. And this is from the Autumn Arrived kit that is listed in my Etsy. So I'm just taking off the white. And I am going to mount it to like a book plate. So the book plate is going to go onto the journal. And that is because in case I mess up the journal, I still have the book plate to put on another journal. And I'm just going to lay down some things to see how am I going to create the cover. I wanted to use pages from this book, but I don't think it's very interesting to have a Dutch script. But maybe it is for you. But let me check some other books I have, and then I'm going to use book pages to put on the front of the cover too. I have found these. This is French. They are very brittle, but maybe I can put them on the book. And I also found 2 dictionaries. This is from the Dikke van Dalen, and I really like the script on there. But this is Dutch English. No, English Dutch, I think. Dutch English. Or is it both? Well, it's both, but it's translating Dutch words into English. So I'm just going to rip a few strips off the sides. It's always difficult to turn out the small edges. You can also just rip it by hand if you don't have this ruler. But I like the effect of this ruler. Let's see. See what we got. We had leaves, the Dutch word for leaves over here. Also debating if I want to have this a little bit more edged, aged. I'm going to use the paper distresser from Tim Holtz. And I just aged the edges a little. I have to say this is a very good one. I used to have a different brand long time ago, before I could even buy things from Tim Holtz. But I have to say the one that is from Tim Holtz is working the best. So I'm inking the edges of this too. Now I have everything inked. Maybe I want it a little bit like this, not completely straight. I do want to run it under the sewing machine, so I'm not sure if I will be able to do everything now. Let's see, what else do we have? We have the tabs. I think I want this one. I do need a little more sturdy piece of paper. I have here some cardstock. I'm first going to cut this, so I have something to work with. I didn't measure. I'm just going to cut it somewhere, and we will see. One of those two should fit. I'm going for the larger one. And because I'm not sure if I will be able to cover up all the edges, I am going to glue some of the book pages on from the French series. So I'm sure there's something on, even though when I forget to embellish later. Because it might be I forget. And I'm not trying to do a very good job. I'm just gluing stuff over. Well, I'm trying to do a good job and not trying to overthink everything. Of course I'm trying to do a good job. Oh, it's ripped. It's very brittle. But that's okay. I think this is okay. Because it's just a background, so I don't worry too much about if it comes up or not. So only the bottom piece, because that's going to rip if I don't glue it down very well. But yeah, you can. Maybe I should make this a tiny bit smaller, so the words are on half, because there are some weird words on it. Not sure if I want it like this or more like this. And I thought maybe we should put this like so. And the other thing I want to put on it's this piece. Somewhere. And I think I need to have some laces, maybe a trim too, or some fabric. I have to see what I got. Maybe some cheesecloth. Cheesecloth might be a good idea. And I'm also debating whether I'm going to make a tuck spot over here. So you have something tucked in here. Okay, let's see. Okay, I have some cheesecloth. I have to see where am I going to put that. Can do something like this. And I also found this, like a doily. But if I put on the doily, I definitely can't make a pocket anymore, which I don't mind. But it's something to keep in mind. And I also have these. I think I'm going to do this. Yeah. I'm going to put the cheesecloth behind this piece. Like so. Yeah, something like this. Just add a little bit of glue, a little bit more glue, so I can put it under the sewing machine. So I want this like so. Stick. Something like this. Maybe I'm going to cut off a little bit of the cheesecloth later. This like something like this. Okay, the noise you hear, that is one of the helpers. He is doing things, to be honest. He's really silly. It's Mr. Stevie, and he is doing so many weird things. He's going to lay in spots where you really can't fit, even not as a small little helper. It doesn't fit, but he thinks it does. So yeah, he's squeezing himself into the weirdest spots. I want this a little bit like so. It's a little bit later, not now. And I think I will put this piece or this piece, still not certain. Behind. Okay, not sure about this one. Maybe this one is better. And then I also could put this over the spine and cover up the letters on here. But I'm not certain I want this. Sorry. Okay, maybe I need to check if I have other laces, because I'm really not certain about this piece. I also have this. Okay, let me first do some stitching over this piece, over this piece. Or maybe I'm going to do that late at the end, sorry. And sewing over this, because then I can cut off some pieces. Let's do that first. Okay, I sewn around this book plate, or book plate, dictionary paper. Now I'm going to cut off. So you have something like this. I think this needs to be slightly smaller. Okay, so we have this. We can put this over, and we have this. Can also put that tab thingy over here. And I also have this. It's also a little huge, but I'm going to cut off a piece. But I was going through my stash and I found these. So maybe there's something I can use on the cover. Let's see. I have this. I have so many more laces and pieces, so it's not that I only have this. But I thought, what if I just put it on like so? Should it be like this? Let's see. I think this is kind of cool. Maybe it needs some leaves over here too. Let me see. I think I like this over here. Maybe I need to cut off a little bit of this. I'm not too sure about this. Maybe it's too much. Maybe it needs to go over here too. Something like this. And this can work. And maybe I can also, I don't know. Okay, I'm going for this now. Maybe I can add a little bit of lace later. Let me see, how am I going to do that? Just going to glue this on. I'm also going to do some sewing, so I'm pretty sure it will stay on. Just a little bit of glue to hold this piece. This needs to be over here. Okay, I think I got it. So I'm going to sew over the top layer from the book plate with the second layer. Also going to sew over this, and then we are going to put everything together. So I've sewn around this piece, and I have sewn around this piece. I do need to glue it down. And I did a messy stitching, not something very pretty. Okay. And I also want to put on some eyelets. I was thinking if I wanted to stitch on this board too, but it's extremely thick. Would definitely make it more cohesive with the front plates. So I'm still debating. Yeah, I think I'm going to sew around this piece too. So I sew around this too. Now I can glue it on. But I also want to put in some eyelets. And I still have to figure out where I'm going to place this one. Maybe I'm not going to use it on the front cover. Maybe that's not a good thing at all. I think I want eyelets in here. Like 3. Yeah, I want these 3. Okay. and maybe 2 over here, but maybe I want those like so. Not sure if I will be able to punch over there. Yeah. Oh, they're all they go together. Two in one, 2 eyelets together, so I'm not will be able to set them because it's very heavy. So I also want to punch those holes over there. Should have punched through, I forgot. Not going to work. My big bite over here. Okay, maybe I should punch it with a smaller. And make it bigger later. If that's necessary. Yeah, it is necessary. Let's see, yeah. Now I need to glue it down. I should have punched these through and through too, but yeah, I forgot. I thought it didn't work, but it did. So I could have done that. So I'm just gluing this onto the other piece, so it's glued together. So this is what we got now. And like I said, I'm not going to glue it onto the cover. So I will be able to use this on another book in case this book is not going to work. If I make mistakes or something. So I'm going to glue it on like so. but I do like the end result. So this is going to be the book plate on the front. Need to glue this down a little. Yeah. But I can also add another extra layer under behind this piece if I want to. And I can also put in like a thread over here with a dangly bit, or over here. So I still have options, but this is what we got now. And I have to say, I do like my cover. And I will also do some inking, and I'm going to do some stenciling at the back, but I think I will do that in the next video. So for now we have this, and the inking I'm going to do after I have everything in. But this is it for now. I hope you like this. This is the book plate we created. And it doesn't have to be like this, but it's an idea to use on an altered book. And don't put it on right away. In case you mess up, you still have this to use on another book. And now that I see this, I can still, I do have to be aware about these. But I can still make a tuck spot. It's still showing, but I have to be certain I'm not gluing it onto the text. So maybe over here, but I can still make a tuck spot over here if I want to. So it's not completely certain I'm not going to do it. And I also could make a tuck spot. But yeah, this is it for today. Give it a go, give it a try. Show me in the Facebook group, or if you tag me on Instagram, #LineDotArrow and #AutumnArrived. I will see your makes in the Facebook group or on other social media platforms. And I would love to see your progress. If you have tips, questions, if you think I'm not explaining it well enough and you need to know what I mean, please do leave the comment down below and ask so I can answer those questions. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you're not subscribed, maybe you want to be subscribed. Check out the kit in the Etsy store, and also check out the freebies in the Facebook group or on my Ko-fi page. And while you're over at the Ko-fi page, maybe you want to consider and buy me a coffee. I would really appreciate that. Thanks very much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Stay safe, stay creative. Greetings from the Netherlands. Bye bye. Bye.